Well, as far as DC United goes, pretty frustrating. They're pretty bad. I think you can tell. I mean, particularly when we're playing poorly, they didn't take advantage a lot of times. So I think you can tell that they're not a strong team. It's frustrating for us tonight, especially because I thought the first 30 minutes we bossed the game and just weren't able to score a goal and got fatigued. And I mean, that's how the game goes. I mean, if you dominate and don't score, the other team gets confidence, and obviously ours went down. So really frustrating, and then to give up a goal right at a halftime changes everything. So the game that we probably have the ability to win and didn't. So frustrating, yeah.
So Parkhurst scores the own goal. It's a chance that, do you think, could have been prevented, or was it something else that happened?
It's hard to say. I have to probably go back and look, but it looked like I forget who it came from, the initial header leading to the own goal. It looked like the guy came unmarked out of midfield. So I think Vijay Tito could have maybe tracked him back a bit. We'll have to go back and look, but they had a free header at the far post, so it's hard to blame Parkey for that. Maybe he could have gotten his body shape a little bit better, but that's what you're asking for when you give up an opportunity like that so early. So, yeah, but it's frustrating. I mean, we play so well in the first half, and to give up a goal like that right away, and it looked like we couldn't really respond from that the rest of the 90 minutes. So, frustrating.
I mean, it's one of those, they actually didn't sit back after they scored the goal. So
I think a lot of it had to do with us. I think you saw them come out, and when we played them there the last time, they high pressed us the whole match and put us under a lot of pressure. And I thought they tried to do that in the first half, but we were so good on the ball they weren't able to do it. And since we were unable to retain possession in the second 45 minutes, it looked like they were attacking more than maybe they were cognizantly trying to attack. I mean, it just seemed like our inability to hold onto the ball allowed them to put us under pressure, which again is really frustrating because you saw the first half and that wasn't a problem at all. And then we give up a goal early in the second half and the mentality completely changed. So I don't think it's interesting, yeah, because you could tell they weren't necessarily parking the bus in the second half like they were in the first, but it definitely also looked like we weren't able to push their defensive line back at the same time. So. But it's all frustrating because you could tell we're better than them player to player, and for them to control the tempo of the match in the second half was really tough to swallow. It didn't look like one at first, but I think when you saw particularly the fatigue kicked in, one thing I really noticed in the first half was Almiron really got gassed at about the 30-minute mark, and started right around the time he had the clash of knees around the 30th minute. After that, he really looked, and I don't know if it was the actual collision or not, but after that he looked really fatigued, and it seemed like the whole team, that's where I saw the rust, was that we kind of ran ourselves into the ground and just haven't been played in 90 minutes in a long time. But again, I just feel against a team like that, it really shouldn't make a difference. But I would have, the rust was clearly a factor. I think in terms of Martinez, like you said, that was pretty obvious, yeah.
So some on the internet were saying Tito was taken off pretty early. Was he the sub to make, or was it somebody else that you think?
I thought the subs were kind of weird in general. I mean, he completely tried to. That's the thing. I didn't think the sub seemed planned. The shape was revamped. He brought Gressel for walks, so I was thinking Gressel was going to play right back, but then Gressel played through the middle, and then he brought Vasquez came for Tito, right? Yeah. So and he played on the right, but it looked like. I mean, you saw Parkhurst getting down the wing at the end, and I didn't really know. He clearly was trying to change the shape, but it was hard to tell what it was supposed to be. The Assad sub kind of was weirder to me, to bring in McCann for Assad, who is a more defensive player. And again, it was just hard to see. And Tata's a great manager. I mean, he's made a lot of good adjustments this year. But tonight it seemed like he just tried to go gung-ho attack, and the team didn't really seem to understand what he wanted out of them. So.
We play Philadelphia Union pretty soon after this, and so do you think that need to have a short memory actually helps us in this regard?
Definitely, and I think I would hope that the team goes and looks and realizes they were on top for a lot of the game tonight, and it's just about scoring a freaking goal. I mean, if we get up 1-0 in that game, I think it's done. Philadelphia is a better team than DC, but they're not anything special. And I think that, again, it'll be similar in that if you look player to player, we have more talent and ability than them. It's just a question of, similar to tonight, scoring a goal, because we controlled the game for long periods and it didn't show up where it mattered. So I think it helps a lot to have the quick turnaround, to be away from home again and try to right the wrongs. But again, I really hope the team takes the positives from this game, because like you said, it's a quick turnaround. So I hope instead of getting frustrating from losing to DC again, that they're able to just realize that we played some good football at times and that we're playing a team that we can beat on Saturday. So hopefully the mentality doesn't drop from what happened tonight. We'll see.
Yeah.